Hey guys, my name is David. I'm a digital nomad, and over the past 3 years, I've nomaded and traveled to 35 plus countries. Today, I'm going to tell you what I've learned in the past 3 years about myself, about the world, and about everything. Let's get into it. And I have a special setting here. I'm right now here in Prague, beautiful sunset behind me. It's actually my home city. Let's get into the lessons that I learned from traveling the world. Okay, meeting amazing people. I've been super lucky and super grateful to have met some amazing people from the whole world pretty much at this point. I've visited a lot of them, visited my friend Adnan in Pakistan, visited my friend Andrina in Costa Rica. I could go forever, but how it all happened, it just happened by saying hi and just trying to build those connections. And travel allows for it and makes it easier because when people travel, they're all on the same page. We're all on the same page. We want to talk to each other. We want to say hi, and then it just creates some amazing connections. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. Really, the people that you meet when you travel are amazing. And as I mentioned earlier, the different cultures, you learn so much from your friends about different cultures, about the world, and it's just amazing. And then you can pay back, so you can invite them over to your country. You can show them around. You can cook your food, and you can show them around the city and the country, and it's just amazing. Expanding comfort zone, whether it's 45 plus degrees in Pakistan and then going into -5 in one day, or 20-hour train rides, or 24-hour bus rides, or 20-hour flights. Traveling really expands your comfort zone because you have to do things that if you're in one place in your cozy home, you don't have to do. Whether it's sleeping on the floor at the airport, you can avoid that, but I used to do that a few times. So the point is that it really challenges your comfort zone. It expands it wildly. So then the next time you do something, it just feels much easier. And that's a really good thing about traveling, that it just makes a lot of things possible. Okay, your network is your net worth. I wasn't really into, networking, making friends when I was younger. My dad would always tell me, it's not about how much you have, it's not about what you know, but it's about who you know. And I was like, yeah, sure, but like what am I supposed to do with that? But as I started meeting more people and as I started being a little bit older, I realized how important it is to surround yourself with amazing people, but also to be a good person, be an amazing person for those people. So then you can help each other, you can help them, you can get help from them, and then what do you know, like there can be amazing opportunities that are going to come for it. So yes, really, your network is your net worth. Patience. You learn to be patient when you travel because often things don't work, the flight gets delayed or the bus doesn't come, especially in places like Pakistan, India. Things just take forever, or South America, you arrange that you're going to come at 7 p.m. and 7:30 no one's anywhere, and then you realize that, oh sure, like things actually take more time here, and people kind of go about things differently. But the point is, yeah, you really learn to be patient. And in life sometimes you do need to be patient, so that's a really good skill that again is going to translate into anything else you're going to do. What goes hand in hand with patience is minimalism. So I've been traveling for the past 3 years with 6 7 t-shirts, 6 pairs of underwear, sweatpants, nice pants, one nice shirt, 2 pairs of shoes, flip-flops, and laptop and a few other things, but that's pretty much it. And I learned that I don't need much to function. I don't need much to be happy, to travel, and to live a normal life. And that's really been useful to translating that into my mind, because I realized that it's same in my mind. I don't have to have 20 things on my mind. I don't have to be doing 50 things. I can just be, and I don't need to have much, both on the outside in terms of possessions, but also on the inside. I'm still working on it. I still try to do less. I still try to focus on one or two things at a time. But yeah, traveling has really taught me how important this is. Language barrier doesn't mean that you cannot connect with the culture and that you cannot talk to the people. So there's always the language of the world, which is a smile, which is body language, just I do this, let's take a shot, let's have a beer. And this really works anywhere in the world. Yes, I mean, I wouldn't believe it if somebody told me that I can go to Cambodia and talk to people there. We also have Google Translator that helps, but even without it, you can just figure out how to talk to people, how to have a good time. And it's one of my most favorite things, where two people that were not supposed to ever meet, they do meet, and they have the most amazing time. One thing that, or one specific place that comes to mind is Ukraine. Czech and Ukrainian are fairly similar, but like 30-40%. but didn't really matter. You know, one beer and we were the best friends there. We were talking about life, and it was just amazing. I mean, these are the connections that you really connect with the world. You connect with others, and it's just special. Whether I'm in Hawaii, in Pakistan, you know, hiking this amazing mountain from the Hobbit in New Zealand, doesn't really matter as much what's on the outside. I mean, it's not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna be happy. I still have to put in the work, and I still have to be okay just being on the inside. I still have to be present, and the external reality always comes from the inside. So yes, you can absolutely be happy just sitting at home on the couch, and you know, be super happy there. You can also be happy when you travel, but it is 100% not a guarantee that it's going to be the case. So it still starts here inside. You know, that's why I meditate. That's why I try to take time to do nothing. That's why I do retreats, just to come back to the moment and just to connect with the inside. So then the outside can also feel really, really good. And yes, I believe there is value in the external, 100%. I mean, you know, traveling has allowed me to learn so much, and I like to go have a nice meal and stuff like that. Yes, there is value in it, but it wouldn't be valuable if it wasn't complemented with the inside. You learn to figure things out and to trust yourself. You have to find a place to sleep every single day. You have to get your food. You have to figure out papers, visas. You have to go through the customs, and at some point, you just learn how to manage yourself, and it really gives you a lot of confidence because you learn how to figure things out. And I mean, this is going to translate into anything that you're going to do after you're going to stop traveling or you're going to stop living like a digital nomad. There is so much out there. There are different cultures, countries, there's different landscapes. There is just so much in the world. And until I was 18, I was only living in the Czech Republic, and I barely left the country. And I thought that's, you know, that's it, right? And that's a lot of people here think. That's one thing that I do not like about the Czech Republic and the Czech people, because we are pretty limited in our thinking and in our mindset. But that's one thing that traveling has showed me, that there is so much more. There's different stories. There's different cultures, histories. There's different ways of going about things. There's different religions. People live completely differently. When I was in Pakistan, I was like, boom, this is crazy. People live completely differently than I thought. What is the norm? So then it really challenges you to think differently and to maybe accept different things, or to accept that what you thought is not really as set in stone as you thought. And it makes you rethink your values, which is great, because you might still conclude that you have the same values or that you believe in the same things, but at least traveling makes you think about it. I learned not to trust what they say. So I hear it so many times, you know, from my parents, from my grandparents, from my friends, that, oh, they said that XYZ. Especially I heard about Pakistan or Ukraine or a lot of other places. Yes, I mean, for partially for a good reason, but the things that I was hearing, oh my God, you're gonna go, you're gonna get shot, you're gonna get kidnapped, or it's gonna be, you know, horrible, it's gonna be, I mean, just I heard so many different things. But I learned that I want to go to that place to learn about what the reality is for myself, and I want to check more sources than just, you know, what I Google that and I read the first two articles. And of course, I mean, the media writes about what gets clicks because they still have to make money for a living, right? So you're gonna read about the most extreme things, but those are the extremes. That's the 2%, 3%. But the 90, 95% in the middle, that's good people. That's people helping each other. That's good things. So that's one thing that I learned, just not trusting what they say. I really want to think critically. I want to double check. You know, if it's online, I want to check more sources just to make sure that I'm gonna not gonna trust something blindly, and maybe that something is not gonna prevent me from going to a place. Like for example, Pakistan. If it was up to some of my friends and my parents especially, or my grandparents, I would never go there. But I was thinking, you know, I'm gonna have a friend there. He's gonna take care of me, and I trust him, and I trust the people, I trust the country, and I just decided to go, and it turned out to be the most amazing experience of my life, or I guess one of the biggest lessons I've ever had. Yes, something could have happened, and yes, the danger is higher, but I don't think it's a good indicator to prevent you from going to a place. You can do it despite of traveling. So when I started traveling, I thought that it's really hard to work out, or that I cannot run a business, or that I cannot do this or that, but it is possible if you create some systems for it, if you have a routine. I mean, 100% you can do workouts, you can stay fit on the road. yes, you can keep your friendships and whatever it is, you can do it on the road. It was just a limiting belief in my head that I had to overcome. I did overcome it eventually, and it has created really good things ever since. So, on one hand, people are very, very different because there are so many different cultures around the world. You got South America, you got Middle East, you got Europe, you got the US. Even within the US, there's a lot of different states that are completely different. So, it really shows you that on one hand, yes, they're completely different cultures and people are really different. But on the other hand, people are also the same in a way and very, very similar because we all share the same struggles. We all experience pain, love, joy, sadness, and that's just the same for all of us. So it's an interesting relationship. Yeah, I mean, we are different, but we're also the same. It just depends on which lens we look at it. So the longer and the further I've been traveling, I actually started appreciating my culture much more. So when I started traveling and when I left the Czech Republic, I was like, don't really love it there much. I mean, like, why is it so special? We're a small country and all that. But then as I travel more and as I see that we have a culture, we have a history, there's a lot of amazing people in my country. Prague is an amazing city. There's so many other amazing things and places to do and just people. So yeah, it really made me appreciate my childhood more, my family, the time they spent with me when I was a child. And I'm becoming more and more proud to be Czech, and that's really different to what it was 5, 7, 10 years ago. And I'm going to end on this. So these were some of the lessons that I learned traveling through a big part of the world. You know, let me know down in the comments if you have traveled as well. What do you think? If you agree with some of the things, if you disagree, and you can enjoy the beautiful sunset here in Prague. I was lucky to catch this beautiful time, and yeah, I'm going to see you in the next video.